How's everybody doing, man? We are in the building, man. It is your boy Black Columbo, aka Ock Nation, and we are in the building, man. Getting this so much going on, man. You know what? If you are concerned about crime in the community, this is the place for you, man. Um, we do politics here, but we focus on crime, man. The actual stuff that is happening, because it's not going down as far as the cities where there's no National Guard presence. Okay? Everywhere else, it's the same. It's only going down where there's National Guard presence. We we gonna get into a lot of stuff today, man. Uh Salute to everybody out there, Roger Wood, man. Um, Shout out to all you guys out there in the building that are coming in as you come in. Black Columbo in the building. Um, the one and only son of Tony. Um, we have a great show for you guys today. There's so much stuff going on that people don't even know about. I mean, and listen, I get it. It's hard to cover all this stuff, man. That's why subscribe to this channel, because we pretty much focus on that stuff. We pretty much focus on that stuff over here on this channel and the Black Columbo channel as well. Make sure you salute to Jared Pierce, man. Jared Pierce in the building on Black Columbo. Shout out to you, Jared Pierce. Um, yeah. Yeah, man. Salute to Jared Pierce, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. It's so much going on, and we're glad to get into it momentarily. That like it becomes to the point where it's like somebody's got to cover this stuff, man. You know, in the politics, we'll get into some politics too, man. I don't mind getting into politics, but this channel was always a crime channel. This was always, about the main thing, man. You know, um, this is always about crime and exposing how out of control. I mean, like the literal, like insane proportions. I mean, the proportions are insane. Salute to my man Roger Wood. Salute to Baby King, man. Shout out to everybody, regular watching on Ock Nation News, man. Wherever you're watching, man. Wherever you're watching, X, wherever. Salute to you. Cook County in the building. I want to show you this thing right here, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. Subscribe if you all subscribe to Black Columbo, man. The channel, you might as well go over there, man. Because we're gonna be transitioning away from this channel into Black Columbo, into the Black Columbo channel. We're transitioning. I'm trying to wean off of this Ock Nation channel, just for a little while, just to kind of like a rebranding. Also, like there's a lot of stuff going on over here for YouTube, and you know, I'm kind of tired, man. I'm tired of YouTube, man, on this channel, man. I'm tired of the way they treat me on this channel, man. I wanted a little break from that, man. The constant shadow banning, the constant, um, constant interference. because I dare. So I'm putting the link to the Black Columbo channel in the chat, man. You guys can put in a pinned comment. Put in a pinned comment in the chat. Yeah. Let's see this one. Oh, gee. Let's see this one.
Oh, here we go. Perfect. Okay, we're not going to use this vehicle, but you get the area and chopper. Yeah. They're bailing.
I mean, just look at this, man. This guy's armed. He's running. He's dipping around corners. Most likely, the police were called on him. I don't think that police is telepathic. He just knew that guy was right there. I'm pretty much sure that police was called there. And listen, I'm going to focus on that every time. This nigger right here running is a shit-stained pariah on the community. And niggers always take that guy's side in every interaction with the police. After 2020, after all the bullshit, after Trump wins the election, niggers still don't change. En masse. I've seen white people more comfortable calling this shit out, but niggers still side with the nigger with no shirt on, fucking 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, not at work, pants sagging, running through the fucking hood with a gun. Niggers still side with that guy. Press 1. Hit the like button. Sponsor the show. We're looking for some sponsors, man. We're looking for some sponsors today, man. Cause some of you guys sponsor this show. We gonna cook today, man. You know, we're gonna cook today. They're still doing it. They're still siding with this guy.
They're bailing. Let me see your fucking hand! I will shoot you! He's got a gun! Drop the gun!
I mean, where's the protest against this guy? Hey, Ooga Boogas, otherwise known as black people, proto-humans. Where's the protest against this guy? It would make sense to burn down a Foot Locker because that would at least punish this dude. Press 1. If you burn down a Foot Locker, you would punish him. Because if he get $300 in his pocket, that's where he's going. He don't got no fucking bills. He do got babies, but he don't have no fucking bills. I'm sure he got 3 or 4 babies. And that's fine. It doesn't, I'm not, you know, fine, whatever. Women, they do what they do. But he don't have no fucking bills. If he get $300, he going to Foot Locker. You gonna put 100 on the light bill, buy some groceries, 100, buy some groceries, put 70 in your gas tank, then you got $30 for your pocket. Maybe you go to Wendy's. Now you got $20. Now you got $10 in your pocket. That shit gone, man. This fucker's gonna go to Foot Locker. Burn out a Foot Locker next time this nigga shoots somebody.
Out of gun. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! I will shoot you! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Holy shit. That nigga fell, dropped the gun, and picked the gun back up. Now his pants is, look at his pants. Why did he never pull his pants up? Why? Listen, there's too many black men in jail. And we need to do something about that. There's too many black men in jail, man. Okay? There's too many black men in jail. Well, here go a black man that almost got away. Salute to my man TCT, man. Salute. He said, thanks for the morning show. Shout out to you, TCT. Thank you for your service. He said, this dude said, they say too many black men in jail, right? It's too many black men in jail, man. This nigga, he almost got away from jail, though. But he wouldn't pull his pants up. If he had pulled his pants up, this might have been one last black man in jail, because he had a good quarter of a block on that fucking cop, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a good 15, 20 yards on that cop. But he refused to pull his pants up. So it's not the system, man. It's not the system that's keeping these niggas in jail. It's these niggas' actions, like this nigga for refusing to pull his damn pants up while he running from the police.
Put the gun down! Drop it! 10-3, shots fired.
Shots fired, 10-3.
Don't reach for the gun!
Wow, he's still reaching for the gun. He's still reaching for the gun. How do you explain this behavior? I mean, like, think about it, man. How do you explain this behavior? Shout out to Ali O, man. Ali O with the Ali oop. How do you explain this behavior? He's still reaching for the gun.
Shots fired, 10-3.
Don't reach for the gun! Do not move!
And if this chick right here, and she's brave, let me tell you this. This woman's brave. I don't think women should be. I think only the best of the best women should be cops. I don't think they should lower the standards. But if a woman wants to be a cop and she can pass everything, I'm fine with it. But people will say, "Oh, well, women quick to shoot somebody because they're weaker. They're not as strong as men, and they don't want to get into a physical confrontation, so they'll shoot you before they get into a physical." This nigger's still reaching. She had every right to shoot that motherfucker again. And then this nigger is coming up talking about some, man, why you doing, man? This nigga ran through like 3 complexes. It's a good chance he doesn't even know this nigga. This nigga ran through 3 complexes. And now this nigga right here is standing up there like on the scene with cops with guns drawn, stepping in the middle of the action. I look at the man, see me take a big bullet that movie. He ain't do nothing, man. He ain't do nothing, man. Shout out to Yak, man. He says, salute to the nation. Her YouTube is going to ease up finally. Kate with the chimerity like Black Cologne. Is that a reference to Chamir, whatever that guy, that serial killer? I don't know, man. That's communicate. He said communicate. He said community. The community. Yeah, man. What is this nigga doing, man? This nigga don't even know that nigga. This nigga probably got a job and everything. But they always want to be activists. Man, wait a second, man. Don't leave him alone, man. I hate these niggas. Because here's the thing. When they post to stand up in the community for somebody, they never do press 1. If a little girl went missing, or a little girl got hit with a stray bullet, or a little boy fucking, got ran over by some fucking thugs speeding through the neighborhood, and this nigga saw it, you think he gonna fucking give the police some information? You think he gonna go fucking vigilante and find the niggas his damn self? No, that nigga ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. But then when he sees some nigga with his fucking drawers around his knees running to the cops with a gun in his hand, now he want to play fucking goddamn T-Move Ben Crump on the scene where everybody got their guns out. He got his gun out. She got her gun out. The body cam got his gun out. This cop got his gun out. This other cop got their gun out. And this nigga want to walk into the middle of that shit and play Ben Crump. At no other time would this nigga make a difference in his fucking community in any fucking way, shape, or form. Unless this nigga a coach or something. Unless he coached Pee Wee Sports or some shit like that. Other than that, this nigga would not make a difference in his fucking community. And this is his form of making a difference in his community. Let me run it back, man. Let me run it back so y'all can see those of you who just get pulled up.
Oh, here we go. Perfect. Okay, we're not going to use this vehicle, but you get in the area and chopper. Yeah.
Mr. Bentley.
Let me see your fucking hand! I will shoot you! He's got a gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! I will shoot you! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Put the gun down! Drop it! 10-3, shots fired.
Shots fired, 10-3.
Don't reach for the gun! Do not move! Do not move! Get the gun, let's get him cuffed! Cuff him up! Taking one into custody now.
Copy.
Go get some men, please. Shut all this down. Where are you?
Yeah, do we got any moderators in the building, man? Yeah, man, look at this shit, man. Man, I can see the people in the neighborhood now. Man, they shot a dude in my neighborhood the other day, man. Man, the police just shot a nigga in my neighborhood, man. Trump, man. This should be, you know what I'm saying? This is Trump in office, man.
Oh, I'm fucking late. No. Oh. Let's get some. Don't touch it. Get a tourniquet on him.
All right, man. That's enough of that, man. But anyway, man.
Records show a Louisville man was locked up for a violent crime he did not commit because of his name, and it got the attention of Louisville's Inspector General.
WDRB Investigates reporter Valerie Chin went through court records and police videos and explains how long it took to get the charges dropped.
And he punched you in the face twice?
Yes.
Closed fist, or was it like mugging you?
Fist.
What's his name?
Michael Anderson.
January 15th, 2023, a domestic violence case on East Jacob Street.
Do you know any other information except for his name is Mike?
So this black chick gets her ass beat by her boyfriend, who she might have hit first, who she probably been nagging and fucking talking shit to, calling him a broke nigga. And one thing women got to know, let me tell you something, women, man. Stop calling niggas broke. Don't never call a man broke, especially if he's not broke. Because broke is one of the biggest insults you can say to a man, other than that he got a little dick, right? Broke means, you know what broke means to the male brain? You can't provide for your children. You can't provide for your family. Because men, we're wired to provide. We build all these highways, all this fucking sewage, all this fucking houses and shit that you see out here, women. None of this shit would be here without men. So when you call your man broke, it sends a rage through his body that he wants to fucking really hurt you. And I noticed that a lot of black women, they love calling niggas broke. Salute to UTP, man. He says, salute my OG, just made my way over here to the Black Colombo channel. Salute, man. We in the building. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe, and take the $5 challenge. That's what's up, man. Salute to you, man. Black Colombo, that's that. Everybody, we got 250 new subscribers in the last few days. So I want you guys to start slowly moving over there. I didn't want to stop instantly because I know a lot of people out of habit come to the Ock Nation channel out of habit, and that's fine. But as long as you know that one day all the live streams is going to be on Black Colombo, that's fine. As long as you know, you can keep coming over here. But as long as you subscribed over there and as long as you know, don't be emailing me, man, you ain't made a video in 2 weeks. I'm like, nigga, I made 10 videos a day the last 2 weeks. What are you talking about?
Michael Anderson. It's kind of a common name.
Oh my. I know he stays in this area.
Even on the scene, the cops said that it was a common name. Cops aren't allowed to make any mistakes in these violent, shit-stained communities. Every fucking mistake is magnified. These cops got to be fucking perfect in the midst of chaos. Press 1.
East Jacob Street.
Do you know any other information except for his name is Michael Anderson? It's kind of a common name.
Oh my. I know he stays in this area.
LMPD officers responded to a shot spotter call. The camera right outside the woman's home.
I just got hit in the face by he just shot at me too.
In the video, you could see the woman walk out, 2 men leaving, reversing the car with the doors open, and then the man on the left pointing a gun and shooting. Attorney Sarah Collins says on Christmas Eve 2024, her client, Michael Anderson,
he is a very involved father. He is a caretaker for his children.
Was arrested and charged with assault and wanton endangerment nearly a year after the crime.
Still frustrated. Still confused.
From the beginning, Anderson said it wasn't him.
It's one of those situations where somebody is actually using my Social Security.
I told y'all I went through that in the early 2000s. I had to go through this every time I got pulled over. Niggas thought I was like a super gangster because every time we got pulled over, the niggas I would be with, it would be like they would pull me out and be like, yo, you got warrants for this, warrants for that. And niggas be like, damn. And I was like, I could have really played it up if I was smarter, but I was like, nah, that ain't me. And then they would go through all the bullshit. They say, oh, he got tattoo, he got a sleeve. The dude had sleeves, what was tattoo sleeves. They look at my arms and be like, okay. Then he was a different height. So it's like, you know, I'm tall. So it's like they would be like, okay, that's not you. And then they would let me go. Every time for like years, couple years, maybe 5 years. But that shit happens. But it wasn't the name, it was the social security number.
Like, you're saying this wasn't you?
You're going to have to contact your public defender, and I'll talk to you about it from there, okay?
Okay.
These things.
Collins says Anderson was in jail for a few months, then put on home incarceration. At this court hearing in April of this year, it was clear police had the wrong man.
The man who's on that shot spotter video has a much lighter skin tone than my client. I'm Mr. Anderson is not the Mr. Anderson that this occurred with. He has also said he does not know her.
Do you agree it does not appear to be him?
I do. I'd never seen Miss Holman's client before today in person.
Okay.
So, you know, this is embarrassing.
Why didn't they just bring the woman down there to say, is this your boyfriend? Why didn't they just send the woman a picture like, is this your boyfriend? It seemed like they do. It seemed like this could have been resolved a lot easier in the courtroom. I could get it on the scene when the cops arrested him. It's hard. Maybe they couldn't do all that. But now you got the guy in jail. How hard would it be like, yo, is this your boyfriend? Like, nah, I don't know that nigga. And then like
I don't feel as though I had any way to know.
You wouldn't know. Larry Farmer should have.
Records show LMPD Detective Lawrence Farmer with the Domestic Violence Unit was the investigator on the case.
Detective Farmer has the videotape the entire time where it is obviously a very different man. My client has dark skin. The suspect has very light skin.
Anderson's arrest got the attention of Louisville's Inspector General, who started reviewing the case. In the OIG file obtained by WDRB, Farmer writes, after receiving a positive ID from the victim, it appears that I may have inadvertently used information from CourtNet to list in the suspect descriptors from a different Michael Anderson. He says he thought he had the correct information and filed a criminal complaint and e-warrant.
So he was saying all along that he was innocent of this crime. What troubles you the most about what happened to him over those 5 months?
I think the most disturbing part is how easily this could happen to anyone. Michael Anderson.
Nah, that ain't the most disturbing part, bitch. You trying to race bait. The most disturbing part is that the fucking girl is still alive. The girl who got shot at is still alive and still lives in the same city. And you didn't fucking say, hey, is this your fucking boyfriend? Is this your boyfriend's friend? Is this the guy who was with you that night? Like, that's the most disturbing part, bitch.
Is a very common name.
The case was then dismissed in May.
And what are you doing to try to clear your name?
I don't believe it can be cleared because it was thrown everywhere. It was bad. It was put all over the internet.
LMPD saying its Public Standards Unit investigation started in August, which is an internal investigation.
What would you like to see happen to that officer and any changes for LMPD?
My client is preparing a lawsuit at this time, unless this detective is held accountable and unless the department is held accountable. These things will continue to happen.
It was a bad experience, and I hope I don't go through it again.
Valerie Chen, WDRB News.
LMPD released this statement on the case. As you know, no member of this agency or the government, for that matter, may take any public statements regarding the issue until its final disposition. The internal investigation is still ongoing. Detective Farmer also hasn't commented.
Yeah, that dude gonna get paid. They're gonna settle. They're gonna settle with that shit. They're gonna settle. They settle basically everything.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this hearing. And I'd also like to thank the witnesses for taking the time to be here today. I know y'all are busy, so really appreciate it. Mayor Bowser, thank you to you especially for coming here. You've been mayor for about 10 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. And during that time, would you describe DC as a safe city?
Yes.
You would?
Listen, Mr. Gill, and it was brought up earlier by the Congresswoman from
The murder
Detroit.
rate in Washington, D.C. is the 4th highest of any city in the
I
country.
have-
Would you
I have
describe that as a safe
I
city?
have heard every statistic and factoid, and they're all different about where
Are you
our city.
disputing
No,
that Washington, D.C. is the 4th highest murder rate in the country?
I'm not familiar with that
You're
statistic.
not familiar with that
What I know,
statistic.
Mr.
This is your
Gill,
city.
Mr. Gill,
Respectfully,
excuse
this is
me.
your city.
Respectfully, I know that we have driven our murder rate down.
What was the
over-
homicide rate in 2014 before you were elected?
I don't know.
Do you know how much the homicide rate has changed during your 10 years as mayor?
I do.
How much?
It has gone up.
It's gone up
and
by
it is
about
going
70%.
down.
It's gone up by about 70% from
I don't-
about 70% from
I don't think that's
2014 to
correct. I don't think that's
2024. Those are
correct.
from the Metropolitan Police Department.
I
That
don't
is
think
correct.
that number is
You
correct.
should know the crime
Yeah, and
statistics for your own city,
I do know
especially
my
whenever
crime
it's this
statistics.
dangerous. Do you know how carjackings have trended during your time in office?
I know that they have gone down.
See, this is sad. I hate this, man, because she was against it. During 2020, she was against. Salute to Raul Rodriguez, man. Salute to you, bro. Good morning to you, man. She was against it. The city council overruled her. Because in DC, the way it is, the city council has a outsized power. They have a lot of power. So they all overruled her and was like, yo, let all the criminals out of jail. Make all the laws lenient on criminal, release them the next day after they kill somebody. Make all the juvenile laws really weak because a crackhead OD'd in Minnesota. And that's literally what happened. They said they said that was the reason. They literally I did videos on it. They said that was the reason because of George Floyd. Because DC is a very woke city. I mean, very woke. So if she was like, she was the only one fighting against it. This is sad, man. This is sad that he's doing this to her, man.
70%. It's gone up by about 70% from
I don't think that's
2014 to
correct. I don't think that's
2024. Those are
correct.
from the Metropolitan Police Department.
I
That
don't
is
think
correct.
that number is correct.
You should know the crime
Yeah, and
statistics for your own city,
I do know
especially
my
whenever
crime
it's this
statistics.
dangerous. Do you know how carjackings have trended during your time in office?
I know that they have gone down.
They're up over 500% since from 2014 to 2024. That's not a safe city. I don't think any person.
I always be sipping for Bowser. Nah, man, you gotta understand. That's the last time I lived in DC. 2020 was the last year I lived in DC. I remember that. I moved from DC in August of 2020. I remember that shit, dog. No, August of 2021. August of 2021. Let me scratch that. August of 2021. I remember all that shit, dog. I remember all of that, man. Like, she was the only one against it. Everybody else in the city was for it, except for me. Me and her, we the only two people in the city that was against it.
That a safe city. Well, move on. Do you agree that defunding the police makes our communities less safe, don't you?
This is what I want to say.
It's a straightforward question.
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
going to
this is
filibuster.
my-
Do you
this is
think
my
that
answer.
defunding the police
This
makes
is
our
my
communities
answer.
less safe?
What I know is that people have moved here. People have sent their kids here. People have started businesses here. We have record.
Does
we have
defunding the
record
police make our
visitation,
communities
and
more
so
or less
those
safe?
are the
Does
indications.
defunding the police
of
make
a
our
city
communities
where
more
people
or
want
less
to
safe?
live.
See, now this is her fault. Why don't she just say, oh, I was against it. I was against defunding the police. The city council overruled me. So like, I'll give you that. Like, if she's not gonna say that, I don't know whether she don't want to have beef with the city council because the city council is very powerful. So maybe she don't want to have beef with them. And you know what I'm saying? But she need to say that, man. Hey, man, I was against it, and the city council overruled me. But she's not saying that.
Businesses here. We have record.
Does
we have
defunding the
record
police make our
visitation,
communities
and
more
so
or less
those
safe?
are the
Does
indications
defunding the police
of
make
a
our
city
communities
where
more
people
or
want
less
to
safe?
live, work, and
You
visit.
won't even back your own police department right now. I'm asking you, does defunding the police make our communities more or less safe? And you won't give me a straight answer.
I've already answered that today.
And why don't you tell me again, do you think that defunding the police makes our communities more or less safe?
I've never defunded the police, nor would I.
So you think it makes our communities less safe. Is that correct?
I just told you, I've never defunded the police, and
I
I never
understand
would.
that. You know, you may not have defunded the police, and that's a good thing, but you did provide a $125,000 grant to an organization lobbying to defund the police. Are you aware of that?
What is that you just raised?
It's an organization called HIPS that you provided just this year, fiscal year 2025, $125,000 grant to.
I think we funded them to do public health work.
Quote, it's time we shifted to a society free of police and systems of incarceration.
We fund them for public health work.
For public health?
Yes.
Does this make our communities more healthful?
We fund them for public
Do you
health.
think defunding our police and lobbying to defund our police and undermine local law enforcement makes our communities more safe?
I've answered that
or helpful? Do you think that providing tax dollars to an organization who wants to defund our police is good for the residents of Washington, D.C.?
We wouldn't fund them for that purpose. We would
But you
fund them.
funded them, and you chose to give them money. You gave them hard-working tax dollars to an organization that wants to defund the police.
We fund them for public health.
Damn, she got, yeah, she not good at that, man. She must get nervous when she up there. She's not good at that. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Salute to Pinky Brown, man. Pinky Brown is in the building, man. Shout out to Pinky Brown. Yeah, she not good at that, man. She is not good at that, man. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Why is my shit froze? I can't use my mouse. Okay, is that it? Jesus Christ. Shit froze. My mouse froze. That's crazy, man. Jesus. What the hell? Let me see something. What the fuck? I can't even get off this screen. Let me see something. Hold on. I'll be right back. I might have to. All right, we back in effect, man, with a mask from the tech, man. Salute, man. Thank you for your patience, man. Thank you for your patience. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I have no clue. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Tuesday's killing of a 73-year-old man in a hotel room at Homewood Suites on North Rampart Street.
Tuesday killing of a 73-year-old man in New Orleans.
Tuesday's killing of a 73-year-old man in a hotel room at Homewood Suites on North Rampart Street left New Orleans police trying to track down a suspect.
Investigators are looking for evidence and looking for the leads.
Evidence and leads led police to 38-year-old Feliciana Winifred. She was arrested Wednesday morning in Central City on one count of second-degree murder.
We do know that his body suffered from blunt force trauma.
Sources tell WWL Louisiana the man had been bound, gagged, and had a plastic bag over his head inside a ransacked room.
That's a lynching. That's a lynching. Press 1 if you agree.
Trauma.
Sources tell WWL Louisiana the man had been bound, gagged, and had a plastic bag over his head inside a ransacked room. Sources tell WWL Louisiana the man had been bound, gagged, and had a plastic bag over his head inside a ransacked room.
That's brutal, yeah. That's a brutal way to go out, man. A bitch tie you up and put a bag over your fucking head. That's brutal, Jack. That's a brutal way to go out, man. Yeah, suffocate. You suffocate. Same thing. Same thing as hanging. I want to know if this is a white man. Because you niggas always make it racial. So I want to know if this is a white man. I want to know if this is a white man that she did this to.
Body suffered from blunt force trauma.
Sources tell WWL Louisiana the man had been bound, gagged, and had a plastic bag over his head inside a ransacked room. Police have not said how Winifred was linked to him. Winifred's arrest Wednesday wasn't her first. According to an old NOPD news release, she was booked for aggravated kidnapping in 2017, for which she later pleaded guilty to simple kidnapping. Court records show she's also faced charges for battery, arson, and criminal damage to property. Most of those cases ended with her pleading guilty in exchange for probation and credit for time served.
Listen, now look at that thing. God damn. She looked like she playing a WNBA, man. Look at this. Now remember, the criminal justice system is harder on blacks than it is on whites.
Full kidnapping. Court records show she's also faced charges for battery, arson, and criminal damage to property. Most of those cases ended with her pleading guilty in exchange for probation and credit for time served.
Unfortunately, it's an age-old.
She a Philly 6? Yeah. Yeah, she might be a Philly 6, man. That's, God damn. Jeez. Yikes.
Unfortunately, it's an age-old story. There are indications that this defendant suffers from severe mental health issues.
Last month, court documents show Winifred was ordered to mental health court when she skipped her September 10th hearing. An arrest warrant went out. 2 weeks later, she was arrested for murder.
If you don't show up for your hearings...
Yo, listen. This is the thing about mental health. So you got people on the street that if you don't like keep tabs on them all the time, or their social worker or their professionals or whatever isn't constantly engaged with them, or they aren't in some program, they got a high likelihood of killing somebody. That's not fair to the rest of us, man. That's not fair, man. Get these people off the fucking streets. Open up asylums, man. Open asylums up again, man.
If you don't show up for your hearings in whatever court you're in, you're going to get locked up. And unfortunately, she wasn't locked up soon enough.
Loyola law professor Dane Cialino says it can be almost impossible for a judge to determine whether someone is a future danger. He says specialized courts like
yes, it is. Are they black? Do they got 15 fucking prior felonies? Listen to what they just said. Past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior, right? White people are racist, right? Because of the shit they did in 1863, right? Every cop is a fucking bastard because of something some other cop did in another place. Niggas is the only ones that don't have to that you can't use their past behavior against, or you can't use pattern recognition against. Yes, it is. You can predict if somebody's dangerous. Are they a fucking nigga with 15 prior felonies?
Locked up, and unfortunately, she wasn't locked up soon enough.
Loyola law professor Dane Cialino says it can be almost impossible for a judge to determine whether someone is a future danger. He says specialized courts, like the one Winifred was ordered to, are often beneficial.
In this case, it obviously failed, but in many cases, it's a great success. You hate to have the whole system judged by one failure, but when the failure is as catastrophic as it was in this case, it does make you think twice about bail and alternative resolutions to criminal cases when there is a real risk to the community.
A community left dealing with another murder and Winifred with another felony offense. Mike McDaniel, WWL, Louisiana.
The identity of the man who was killed has not yet been identified by the coroner.
Tonight, a KCRA3 exclusive coming your way. A woman assaulted outside an Natomas elementary school. Surveillance video here shows the moments that an unknown suspect grabbed her in broad daylight. And it happened with her children sitting in the back seat. Thanks for being with us at 6. I'm Golston Dart.
And I'm Edie Lambert. She says Monday afternoon, she picked up 2 of her kids early when the suspect approached her right in front of the school. As KCRA3's Cecil Hannibal reports, the mother is still on edge because right now she says the attacker in this case could be anywhere.
This is me walking them to the car.
Something Cynthia Parrish does almost every day. Pick her kids up from school.
Like a normal day.
The video is less than a minute.
Waited for me to turn my back.
But the trauma has lingered for days.
An elementary school is the last place you would expect something like this to happen.
On Monday, outside of American Lake School in Natomas, surveillance video shows a man lunge towards her as she quickly locks her kids inside.
He picked me up.
Fighting back tears, she remembers those terrifying moments.
He groped.
Okay, she do got a nice little, she is working with some things, man, right there, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. She got some cakes on her for a little Latina, man. She got some cakes on her for a Latina, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie. You say she underage? She the mom. What you talking about, man? You listening, man? Are you paying attention? She's the mom. She got some little cakes on her. What he did was not right. But I understand. Say, no, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. But,
remembers those terrifying moments.
He groped me. I just remember trying to push him off and get him away from from me.
Paris says she screamed and fought until he ran away, all while her 6- and 7-year-old watched from the back seat.
They were angry for me and sad for me because they seen everything. It makes me feel angry and uneasy.
That's because the man seen in this video is still out there. KCRA3 contacted the Sacramento Police Department. A spokesperson says this is an active sexual assault investigation, but could not provide any suspect details or descriptions.
He intentionally covered his face.
Paris says she never saw his face because of a mask and hood. And until he's caught,
Definitely uneasy, anxious.
she says her family can't get back a sense of peace.
More anxiety picking them up, just always.
Who did this, man? Let me see, man. I think this was an hombrito, man. I think this was an hombrito. He is kind of tall, though, man. That's the only thing about it, man. But this is kind of like hombrito behavior. A nigga might have... No, he ain't that tall. He's not that tall. No, he's not that tall. No, he's not that tall. A nigga might have tried to holler at her or some shit. Nigga would have tried to holler. Hey, excuse Miss Lady. Miss Lady. Miss Lady. Hey, you in the red pants. Come in. Nigga would have told her to come in. Come in. Nigga would have been all the way down the street. Come in, shorty. Come in. She's like, my kid's in the car. He's like, all right, wait up.
Those terrifying moments.
This is an hombrito.
Her family can't get back a sense of peace.
More anxiety picking them up, just always now constantly like looking around before I do anything.
Even while simply picking her kids up from school. In Natomas, Cecil Hannibal, KCRA 3 News.
KCRA3 contacted the Natomas Unified School District. In a statement, the district said it is fully cooperating with authorities and can't share any details as this is still an active investigation.
Mike, the family has identified the victim as Carla Lee. Her sister tells me Carla had just left the family home when shots rang out before she even made it to her car.
Shout out to Gordito in the building, man. Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. Daytime show. Crimes that they not talking about, man.
My sister was young, full of life. I mean, always happy, smiling. You never seen her angry.
Tiffany Lee.
She do look like a good person. She don't look like a hood booger, man. She don't look like a booger, man. Not saying that it would make you feel less, but she don't look like a hood booger. She look like a sophisticated, she look like a sister, cut from a different cloth than the Shaniquas. Press 1.
Was young, full of life. I mean, always happy, smiling. You never seen her angry.
Tiffany Lee is describing her younger sister, Carla Lee. The 29-year-old was shot and killed around 6:15 Monday evening in front of her East Oakland home where she lived with her parents. Carla was walking to her car to pick up Lee's 2 young children from an after-school program.
It's so unbelievable. Like coming out your own home to go pick up your niece and nephew and you get shot in Oakland. These streets are not safe at all. They're going down towards East 14th down this way.
Lee says a white pickup truck was speeding down the street, followed closely by a light-colored sedan. Someone on the passenger side of the sedan fired 2 to 3 shots. Carla's father ran outside and found his daughter suffering from a gunshot wound. The family called 911, but Carla died by the time first responders arrived.
She wasn't in no gang. She was.
Wow. She died in her father's arms.
She wasn't in no gang. She was always just working, coming home. She was not outside like that.
Lee describes her sister as a homebody who loved animals. She worked full-time for an online grocery delivery service. Carla also cared for 2 autistic siblings, and going to pick up her niece and nephew was among the many things she did to help her family.
Innocent bystander. She haven't even lived her life yet. 29 years old. Like, justice needs to be served because she didn't deserve that at all.
Relatives say crime may be down in Oakland, but that this senseless gun violence is unacceptable. Police say they're investigating the circumstances surrounding this shooting. They have not said if
Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Oh my God. Gordita. Yo. How did she pass the fitness? I ain't gonna lie, man. How did she pass the fitness physical training, man? Can she scale a wall? Can she hop over a fence? I don't know, man. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bank on it. They got her measuring the distance between the shell cases. They got a job for her. You know, she don't have to be on the, hey, let's just take this thing and measure the distance between the shell cases. Write it down in your little book. Jeez.
they have not said if anyone has been arrested. The family is urging anyone with information to contact Oakland police.
Jesus. I'm on you on Brito's heads today, man. I'm on you on Brito's heads today. Okay? I'm on you on Brito's heads today.
A former mixed martial arts fighter was sentenced to 50 years in prison today for sexually assaulting 3 homeless women. Zachary Lee Andrews was convicted on 16 charges, including first-degree rape, sex abuse, and strangulation. Fox 12's Michaela Armstrong has more.
A case of sexual assault against multiple houseless victims comes to a long-awaited close, as former MMA fighter Zachary Lee Andrews was sentenced Friday to 50 years in prison.
Hold on, man. Is this a goddamn, is this nigga biracial? Is this a sun glider? Is this a sun glider or an ombrito? UTP says, yo, did you cover the news about Camden, New Jersey having no homicides in the summer for the first time in 50 years? Salute to them if true. All right, we're going to get to that next. We're going to get to that next. Is this an ombrito or a sun glider, man? Or nigga raping homeless women.
Zachary Lee Andrews was sentenced Friday to 50 years in prison. Andrews, also known as the Cadillac, was convicted by a jury in January for raping 3 homeless.
The Cadillac? Okay, he a nigga. He a nigga. He a nigga.
Former MMA fighter Zachary Lee Andrews was sentenced Friday to 50 years in prison. Andrews, also known as the Cadillac, was convicted by a jury in January for raping 3 homeless women inside their tents in Portland from 2021 to 2022, a problem the unhoused, especially women, face far too often, according to Blanchet House Executive Director Scott Kerman.
It's a significant problem. Houseless people in general, people who are unsheltered, are extremely vulnerable. And because they're so vulnerable, they are susceptible to being taken advantage of, manipulated. The streets can be a very violent place.
According to court documents, the victims were 40, 47, and 60 years old, each victim detailing how they tried to resist Andrews by kicking, screaming, or yelling no and help, but were still forcibly raped by him.
In matters of consent, when you're dealing.
Look at her. She is asking for it, man. Look at her, man. Just got it all out there like that, man. Come get this homeless snatch shit. Listen, man. He an MMA fighter and shit. The women have a chance, man.
When you're dealing with a houseless victim, they really don't have choice in the matter. Every night is a horror, right? Every night is one spent in terror, just under the threat of being victimized, being assaulted, perhaps being a victim of theft.
During his trial, 33-year-old Andrews was found guilty of 16 charges, including rape, sex abuse, strangulation, kidnapping, and more. In court, the prosecutor said, quote, there was not a single glimmer of remorse in Andrews. District Attorney Nathan Vasquez called Andrews' sentencing Friday long-awaited accountability, and in a statement said, quote, while no prison term can undo the trauma he caused, this outcome ensures he can no longer hurt others. We are grateful to the survivors whose courage and testimony brought the truth to light. Carmen applauds the courage of the victims as well and hopes more will do the same, but knows it is not easy.
Just the courage that it takes to come forward with something like this, I think, which is true for all victims of sexual assault, whether they're houseless or not. But of course, if you're houseless, it takes even more courage.
In Portland, Michaela Armstrong, Fox 12 Oregon.
You said Camden? Hold on, this white boy. Okay. I do want to get some whites on the board. Let me save this one right here.
A mother is on.
Let me save this one right here. I don't want to forget you gliders, man. I want to make sure we give y'all proper attention during this show too, man. What are we talking about? Where we at? Where we at? Where are we at? What are we talking about? Camden. Man. The D button on this thing don't work, man. Yeah. So it's true.
From one of the most dangerous cities in the country to a summer with no homicides. People who live here tell me they can feel the difference. City leaders say a community policing approach has a lot to do with it.
Niggas in Camden on the street, though. Street niggas in Camden, they don't like this, man. Listen, man. The street niggas in Camden is like, damn, man, niggas gonna think we soft, man. Cause it used to be when you said you was from Camden, that shit meant something. Oh, you from Camden? Oh shit. That was worse than being from Philly.
From one of the most dangerous cities in the country to a summer with no homicides. People who live here tell me they can feel the difference. City leaders say a community policing approach has a lot to do with it.
It makes you feel extremely powerful.
Why is all these lady cops fat? Every lady cop is fat.
It makes you feel extremely.
She's a captain. Okay. So she's not out in the field. She's a captain. Jesus Christ.
Powerful that you can make a difference.
Camden's first homicide-free summer in 5 decades. It is a fact that overwhelms Captain Vivian Coley. She grew up here, now with the department for 28 years. She remembers when it was considered one of the most dangerous cities in the country.
People were afraid to come outside.
From fear to living more freely. She says it's the story that these crime stats tell. 0 homicides.
Nah. You know what? We're going to solve this. Shout out to Eric S., man. Eric S. We're going to Black Columbo in the scene, man. This is Black Columbo, man. Black Columbo in the building, man. You only get this here, man. Salute to Eric as he says, I have been missing you at night. Ain't shit on at night. I've been missing out on day streams. Yeah, my wife is out of town. I got the kiddies, man. You know how hard it is putting the 4-year-old and the 1.5-year-old to bed. They don't respect me, man. My kids don't respect me, man. They think they can do whatever they want when their mother ain't here, man. They be shitting on me, man. I be trying to get them to bed. They be like, man, fuck you, give me the tablet, man. Give me your head, man. Just give me that damn tablet and shut the hell up. I be having to brush their, I be struggling to brush their teeth and getting them in their pajamas and shit. It's like an animal house ever since my wife was gone, man. They don't respect me, man. Shit everywhere. They don't want to eat at the dinner table. They want to eat in the playroom. They want to stay up all night. Hey, man, I can't do no lives at night, man. Until she get back, man. And my daughter, she a bad influence on my son. Because my son, I had him up. I had my son here, man. And now my daughter, she teaching them bad habits, man. Yeah, though, they don't respect me, man. They think it's party time when I'm around, man. They think they can do whatever they want to do. But yeah, let's figure this out. So they used to be one of the worst cities in the country, right? Right? They used to be one of the worst. And if you've been with Op Nation long enough, you know what I'm about to do, right? If you've been around Op Nation long enough, you should know what I'm about to check. What's the most important stat when it comes to crime? Excuse me. Yeah, man. You know what we about to do. If you know, then you know. All right. So it looked like the black population has stayed steady for the last 15 years, man. We might got something going on here, man. The black population has stayed steady for the last 50. Let me show you. Shout out to Eric, man. Let me show you, man. Because usually, all you gotta do to get rid of crime is to get rid of niggas. So 2010, you had 18.6% blacks. 2022, you got 18.8% blacks. Damn, everything pretty much stayed the same. What happened? Oh, the county. This is the county. I want to do the city. It looked like people moved out to, okay, let me see, Kansas City, New Jersey. You niggas. Okay, the city. That's the county. Okay, that's the county. Population of people. You niggas, where you niggas at, man? Because you niggas is the only thing we need to know about. When it comes to crime, only thing you need to know is niggas. That's it. That's the only thing you know. Do they got niggas and how many? Oh wow, 2023 blacks were the largest group in the city. Wow, this is a strange place, man. All right, let me this is a strange place. The black population has stayed steady. And the blacks are the largest group in the city, followed by Hispanics. This is strange, man. What happened here, man? What the fuck?
5 decades. It is a fact that overwhelms Captain Vivian Coley. She grew up here. Now with the department for 28 years, she remembers when it was considered one of the most dangerous cities in the country.
People were afraid to come outside.
From fear to living more freely. She says it's the story that these crime stats tell. 0 homicides all summer, a 43% decrease in homicides compared to last year, with 8 total so far in 2025.
You know that the residents need you.
Captain Coley credited the department's community policing approach as a big part of what has helped drive those numbers down.
Well, you're talking about their challenges, you're talking about what their needs may be.
You're building trust. Yes. City leaders agree.
When relationships become better in community, communication becomes better, and you work on problems together.
North Camden-based nonprofit Guadalupe Family Services works with the community to, among other things, prevent violence. As violent crime has gone down, they have seen a shift in the neighborhood.
And I think now that they've experienced a different life, they want to maintain it.
Pleased to see the progress and eager to see the work continue. City leaders say until they are not just celebrating a summer with no homicides, but a year with no homicides.
Continue this trend to make sure that folks are safe, to make sure that no one has to be victimized in the city.
Of the 8 homicides so far this year, police say they've made arrests in 7. In Camden, I'm Siobhan McGurl, NBC 10.
Historic peace because of historic policing. Decades of violence are broken in Camden after an entire summer without a homicide. This comes during a continuing drop in violent crime throughout the city that was once known as one of the most dangerous municipalities in the country. Good evening, everyone.
I'm muted. Yeah, man. Sorry, guys. I'm muted. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I can't explain this. I can't explain this. I can't explain it. I can't explain this, man. I can't explain this, man. I don't know what's going on, man, in Camden. They got a lot of niggas. The crime is going down. The Negro population has stayed the same. The number one demographic is niggas. They had 0 homicides over the summer. Yeah, they don't talk about carjackings and robberies. But, you know, I mean, listen, man. If you got 0 homicides DC was bragging about 0 homicides for 2 weeks, man. You know what I'm saying? With the National Guard everywhere. Okay? This is impressive, man. I ain't gonna lie. Press 1, man. This is impressive, man. This is impressive, man. You can't take that away from them. This is impressive, man. I can't explain it, man, because they got the same amount of niggas as they had before. And niggas are the ones doing this shit, especially in Camden. UTP says, I just saw what they did. They have high-tech surveillance across the city and more cops strategically placed in high crowds. They do that in a lot of places. They got these centers, whatever they call those shit, those centers where they got cameras. It's like a room where they got a bunch of cameras everywhere. On looking at all the different spots in the city. They got that in a lot of places. But did they lock, like, I wonder if they did like a sweep and they locked up, because it's not a big city. I wonder if they locked up a bunch of niggas like before the summer. If they locked up, like did like a gang sweep and locked everybody up, that'll be another thing too. But still, you're going to have arguments. You're going to have random shit. Like, niggas don't have to, a nigga could just kill you for the way you looked at her. A nigga could kill you over a fender bender. A nigga could kill you, you know what I'm saying, just anywhere. So it's like, that's the fact. That's the thing that, like, we'll see, man. We'll see. You said surveillance across the city. They got one of them. They got one of them in DC, and they got one of those in Memphis. And that shit didn't work there. Let's see, man.
I'm Yuki Washington. For the first time since 1970, Camden, New Jersey recorded 0 homicides for the official start and finish to the summer months. As CBS Philadelphia's Eva Anderson reports, a shift in policing strategy made a difference.
Anthony Gilliams has spent all 52 years of his life in Camden, and he remembers darker days.
When I was younger, we were actually in Time magazine as one of the top cities for murders.
But across from Elijah Perry Park, he reflects on a new reality, the first homicide-free summer in 50 years.
Knowing that the crime has decreased, that's great.
The impressive statistic defies history.
Summer is notoriously, since I've become a cop, the biggest time for crime.
But Deputy Chief Chris Sarlo says the shift comes from officers addressing root problems, not just calls for service.
We're now going the step further and seeing, hey, can we offer you some resources?
Officers have also deepened community ties, hosting events that put them shoulder to shoulder with kids.
There's opportunities to win brand new pairs of sneakers, Amazon gift cards, and then also a chance to relate to the officers. It's one thing to see an officer on the street and say hello, but to play basketball with them, to play flag football with them.
Marquita Nelson, a grandmother of 4, says that connection matters.
All through the summer, they had a lot of activities for the kids to do.
The department's also now using drones to help officers on the ground, a program they launched just weeks ago.
We can see people who are committing crime, and they can't even see us.
Deputy Chief Sarlo says their biggest takeaway from this milestone is the department's ability to stay flexible and respond quickly to what's happening in the streets in real time.
We change hour to hour throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. When we start to see a trend in anything, we immediately are switching gears.
And residents like Gilliam say the difference is clear.
I saw that police presence increase. So with that, I'm happy.
After years of headlines for violence, Camden is writing a new one. A city once feared for its crime, now celebrating a summer of peace. Eva Anderson, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Let's go to Camden County. How about this for some good news? They've been working hard on this in Camden for over 10 years now. We've followed their progress, and the city says they had a full summer, without any homicides.
So Hank is live with more, because when is the last time they could say something like this?
Well, 50 years to be exact, according to Camden City Hall, Alex, which is a mighty long time when you're talking about counting summers with no murders. And in order to really appreciate the significance of this, guys, you got to go back only a little bit more than 10 years to remember when the Camden City Police Department had to be dissolved in the wake of a $3.5 million corruption settlement. I remember the drug task force was a complete mess, but that led to that 2013 change in policing here, guys, to the Camden County Force. And that is when most folks will tell you that the change began to occur, Mike, Alex. Yes, Camden City Hall says that for the first time in 50 years, nobody was murdered this summer in Camden, and that's a pretty big deal. It was only in the early aughts the city was named most dangerous in America for a number of years running. No more.
Community policing used to be where you're just stopping and saying hello, and that was, hey, that's Chris the Friendly Cop. Now we're involved with helping people remove snow from their driveways, elderly people cutting their lawns, all these different activities. It's not just that they're here to protect the community, it's that we are now a part of the community. They say it's totally different from when I first started, and it's incredible to see.
Yeah, what he said, Mike, Alex, it's not just a name in the county police force, but a change in dynamics and police tactics, community policing, building relationships with residents, increasing trust, de-escalation, attention within moments. All of these became priorities of this new county-based force, and that led to violence crime drops of more than 50% in 5 years, and that's according to county police numbers. Mike, Alex, you've also had a ton of reinvestment in Camden. As you mentioned earlier, it seems that there's a new change on the waterfront every time you come over here, new buildings happening over here. Money in a given community usually means jobs in a given community, but an increase in trust between police and the people that they are policing is always a good thing, and I think the numbers are reflecting that now, guys.
As I've been walking across the Ben Franklin Bridge, and when I look down on Camden, I go, I could live here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's great news for.
Here's the thing. They're touting everything that doesn't work anywhere else. Gives me and free stuff and programs. That shit doesn't work anywhere else. So why did it allegedly work here? We're going to have to follow that. We're going to have to follow Camden. We want to follow. Salute to my man. Salute to Raul Rodriguez. Our middle class blacks moving to Camden. I looked, man. I mean, like they said, some shit is slightly up. Like employed, number of employed people is up like 4%, but it's not major. That ain't enough to make it zero murders, 4%. Says they didn't mention everything else. Yeah, they did. I'd love to know the carjacking numbers and the shootings. Because are there shootings and people are just not dying from the shootings? Could it be an anomaly? I mean, I don't know. UTP says I was there. Yeah, I was in Camden last year. Went to they got a not an aquarium. They got like I know it was hippos in there and what is that shit called? There's a lot of animals. It's like an indoor animal thing. Shit. It might be an aquarium. Might have been an aquarium, yeah. But I took my daughter there, yeah. It was outside it's just like right over the bridge from Philly. It's like literally right over the bridge. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot cleaner than Philly, I can tell you that much. The women that I saw there, but I was at the aquarium, so I don't know if they were Camden natives. They looked a lot better than Philly. They didn't look like they that the women weren't ugly. We might have to check that too. Maybe the women in Camden aren't ugly because, you know, that make you mad, man. When you see ugly women, you know what I mean? Ugly women all day make you mad, man. Ugly women all day make you mad, man. Ugly women, looking at ugly women all day make you mad, man. God. Looking at ugly women all day make you mad, man. Make you angry. Anyway, man. Whatever, man. We'll come back. We'll check on Camden later, man. We'll check on Camden later, man.
I think that people should be able to go to T-Mobile or any other venue in the city, purchase a ticket, and enjoy their show. And it should not be interrupted by people who misbehave.
The T-Mobile Center employee on the receiving end of a brutal attack at T-Mobile Center at a concert Sunday shares his story with Fox 4 now. Kansas City police arrested a teenager for beating up a 66-year-old guest services employee.
But that teen has since been released during the police investigation. Fox 4's Malik Jackson live in downtown Kansas City outside T-Mobile Center where this all went down. Now, Malik, how's that employee doing? He says his injuries are both physical and psychological.
He does. Thomas Langley, a 17-year veteran guest services employee right here at the T-Mobile Center, but he still thinks it's important to share his story, and he's doing so first right here on Fox 4. We want to warn you that this video is hard to watch.
I mean, it is serious that I went down and had blows to my head.
That is 66-year-old Thomas Langley describing the moments he's thrown on his back and repeatedly punched over and over again. And the only thing on his mind?
Just getting him off me. Because he was so enraged, you know, so we were in essence trying to protect the fans.
This all happening Sunday at the NBA YoungBoy concert. The teen was arrested but since released to his parents pending the completion of the investigation. He was asked to move to another place because his ticket wasn't where he was sitting, and immediately he just completely lost it. Pastor Robert McDaniel was at the concert. He witnessed this, and this is his video. We asked
the pastor was at the concert. There's a lot here, man. So you got a pastor who was at the NBA YoungBoy concert, and you guys are still not getting the word out, man. Share these videos. We need 10 people to share these videos. Ask a son man to leave. Okay? Isn't that what our friend Austin Metcalf did? Carmelo Anthony stabbed him in his chest. And when I say never ask a son man to leave, that means don't ask a son man to move like 2 steps from where he's standing. He'll fucking kill you. Okay? So they asked this son man to move. Yeah, that's you got what you got. You never asked the son man to move. Salute to the hip hop pastor, man. Or the drill pastor. This is the drill pastor.
he was asked to move to another place because his ticket wasn't where he was sitting. And immediately he just completely lost it. Pastor Robert McDaniel was at the concert. He witnessed this, and This is his video. We asked why he thought taking the video and sharing it is important. He says so as to illuminate what's going on.
But there's something going on in his heart that he needs to be fixed. And what that is his emotions. He needs to learn how to operate and work through and process through his emotions.
Did you ever think in your entire life, or at least the last 17 years where you've worked as an employee with the guest services at T-Mobile, did you ever think that you would be in a situation where you were so desperate, feeling as though you're fighting for your life?
No. The message is, as young adults or people growing into adulthood, we need to learn how to control our anger.
The mayor is also weighing in a statement. His office says that the mayor condemns violence in all forms, including in our entertainment spaces, concerts, sporting events, and community gatherings. They should be safe places of joy and connection, not fear or harm. As for Slangy, he will be meeting with KCPD on Friday. And another note about the person that was performing here at the T-Mobile Center, NBA YoungBoy. Well, he had a concert slated for tomorrow at the United Center in Chicago. Well, the United Center, the venue, has canceled that concert, and it will no longer be taking place in the Windy City. As this story continues to develop, of course,
That security camera video goes viral on TikTok, getting millions of views in just a few days. That's from the Gallery apartment complex on Sunday night, the corner of 27th and Gillum. That's just south of Crown Center. I'm Lauren Halifax.
And I'm Scott Kilbury. The person who lives there and shares the video says it's not the first time that he's heard gunfire, but never this close to his building. Fox 4's Jacob Sloan joins us now live outside that complex tonight with more on this viral video. Jacob.
Yeah, Scott, it's currently got 1.6 million views on TikTok in just a few days. And if you listen to it, you can hear at least 10 or more shots ring out. Now, folks who live at the apartment complex tell me that they've heard those shots before. They felt like it was blocks away, and this is the first time they felt like it's been happening close to home.
All of a sudden, I hear 2 gunshots, and they sounded really close. But I kind of froze. And then I heard the third one. And when I heard that third one, it sounded like glass broke. So that's what made me jump. And then that's when the video starts.
Ramus says it happened just after 11 on Sunday night. Another video shows Ramus army crawling to his kitchen as more guns are fired. He wasn't hurt and no bullets hit his unit, but he says the shots sounded close.
It was just super loud. It I don't know. It sounded like a firework going off in my house. So it was pretty wild.
Another resident said it felt like it was right outside her door, too. Walking down the street, we found multiple spent shell casings right outside the building.
It felt like it was right there, like outside of our window. Even after things settled down, probably 10 or 15 minutes later, I was kind of even peering out the window to see if I could see anything. I kind of just grabbed my dog and I ran into the bathroom, and we were sitting on the floor, and we had heard probably 5 to 6 plus shots. And so I called the police.
Dar says the gunfire has made her think twice about doing things she'd normally do.
I've been a little uneasy the last few.
Yeah, she a big target, man. She should definitely stay in the house, man. She a big target, man.
Few days. Nervous about taking my dog out later at night, whereas before I was, I was aware of my surroundings, but it wasn't like I'm not taking her out at dark, and I'm definitely nervous to do that now.
Ramus says he didn't expect the video to go viral and is worried that if he hears shots like that again, that the consequences could be worse.
Nobody wants to live somewhere where there's constant gunfire and then you're having to worry.
Nobody wants to live around niggas.
This could be worse.
Nobody wants to live somewhere where there's constant gunfire and then you're having to worry am I going to get hit while I'm asleep or just laying in bed just by a stray bullet or something?
Wow, that's terrifying. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP. Yeah, that's terrifying, man. Jeez. You don't believe in heaven because you're living in hell. Now that's your life. '94. We must go to war fast with a pen and a pad. Hot damn. I like Red Founders, Wu-Tang Recline, chill for the 9 quad. Money holes, designer clothes, and show. My man Mike says, where there's black crime, there's black Colombo. Yeah, man. We can't figure out. I'm stumped though. I'm stumped about Camden though. That joint stumping me, man. I'm gonna figure it out though. I'm stumped about Camden.
Now, both Dar and Ramus told me that they're considering extra security measures, cameras and otherwise, to keep an eye over their home as they feel like this crime is getting closer, Scott.
Jacob Sullivan reporting live tonight. Jacob, thank you.
Well, it is a trend we've seen over the past couple of weeks. September 7th, a smash and grab robbery at a clothing store on Detroit's east side. And then a few days later, 2 robberies where a U-Haul was used to hit a smoke shop and a check cashing business. And now officials in Macomb County have made arrests after several burglaries that investigators say were all tied to the same suspects. Noelle Friel spent the day talking to business owners and law enforcement to see what's being done to stop this trend. Noelle, what'd you find out?
Yeah, that's right, Kimberly. The Macomb County Sheriff's Office says they've uncovered a theft ring after arresting 3 men in connection to those burglaries. Investigators say the men hit several stores in Macomb County, including this dispensary in Mount Clemens, where they used a crowbar to break in through the back door. Security video caught the moments 3 men broke into Bank of Bud's dispensary, jumping over counters and grabbing whatever they can get their hands on. The Macomb County Sheriff's Office said 24 pounds of medical marijuana, estimated to cost more than $115,000, were stolen.
They kind of waited until the one guy got the door open. From the cameras, once they got in, they went straight into the bud room, kicked the door in, and just started grabbing everything.
The thieves even came back in a second time.
They came out to the car, realized they didn't have their other bag, they ran back in there again.
Investigators say it wasn't the first time they hit this area. A month earlier, security video captured them breaking into another dispensary and making off with marijuana plants, and a pawn shop where 2 of the men are seen stealing remote control cars valued at over $1,500. The sheriff's office identified the men as Shamar Rondo, Kenneth Gibson, and Tyrese Cunningham of
God, dog. Ain't no mystery there. Jesus Christ. Those some good pictures, man. God damn.
identified the men as Shamar Rondo, Kenneth Gibson, and Tyrese Cunningham of Detroit. Investigators believe the men could be tied to even more break-ins in other areas.
As that information began to be put out to neighboring jurisdictions, neighboring agencies, even into Oakland County, information was then being relayed to us that this was similar to some break-ins that they had within their jurisdiction.
They're now facing several charges, including conducting a criminal enterprise and breaking and entering, with even more charges expected.
It's not over. We're still actively pursuing these suspects into other communities.
And the sheriff's office tells me that U.S. Marshals and the FBI have now become involved in this investigation. Investigators believe there's a 4th suspect who they're now working to identify. There are also investigations underway into related burglaries in Oakland County, Utica, and Warren. Reporting live, Noelle Friel, Local 4.
All right, Noelle, thank you.
Fox News' Scott Wolchek joining us now live with the latest on this case. And Scott, we understand that he and his wife were separated. Did they have domestic issues in the past like that?
I don't want to do a wife. I don't want to do a
Well,
wife.
it is a trend we've seen.
Let me do that one story that I told y'all I was going to do about the glider, man. Let me do the glider, man. Now let's do this one. I gotta get gliders on the board, man. I'm gonna start doing that, making sure we get gliders on the board. Shout out to Barry B, man. He says Black Colombo Thursday daytime live stream. This the last story we're gonna do. Then I'm gonna come back after I go pick up my daughter from school. We'll get some gliders.
She knew something wasn't right.
He's like, so do you want to go hang out up there? And I'm like, no.
Tonight, the investigators at Local 4 speak with a woman who had a disturbing encounter with a man the feds say was sexually exploiting young girls.
And that's our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Brandon Safani has been under investigation for months and was taken into custody yesterday. The feds say he was posing online as a teenage boy to trick minors into sending him explicit photos and videos. But as our Erica Erickson finds, there are concerns he was also portraying himself to others as a father seeking babysitting help.
Complaints against Safani go back years. The most recent report filed here in Elmont. And a woman here says, wow, does she feel lucky.
I thank God every day. My family thanks God every day. My parents tell me I had an angel on my shoulder that day.
Shelby Clark of Elmont says she knew he was creepy, but didn't know last month she had been encountering someone the feds say has been posing as a teen boy to sexually exploit young girls. 29-year-old Brandon Safani arrested Tuesday, now facing federal charges, including child sexual exploitation, after Border Patrol agents investigating him for months, discovering photos and videos of underage girls on his phone at Detroit Metro Airport. The feds say Safani had been posing as a teen boy named Brody online, even asking a 12-year-old girl to perform sexual acts involving objects, allegedly recording her, along with other girls up their skirts without their knowledge. Fast forward to August. Clark, who does part-time childcare, says she discovered Safani had been posing as a father on care.com, trying to get a babysitter. But she says when Safani came to her home, he asked her about her relationship and to go upstairs.
He's like, so do you want to go hang out up there? And I'm like, no. So are you here for childcare, or what exactly are you here for?
What did he say?
Companionship.
Clark says she told Safani to leave, but as she began closing the door,
he starts to tell me, thanks for letting me come over and hang out and pet your dogs.
what are you thinking?
I slammed the door and I'm like, I did not invite him over.
Safani also charged with fraud and forgery in 2018, sentenced to a day in jail and probation. Meanwhile, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office says his name pops up in multiple reports there, the most recent, a sexual assault investigation in April of last year. They say prosecutors did not have enough evidence to file charges.
He could have attacked me going upstairs. He could have attacked me at point of entry into my house. It could have been me, and I'm glad that it wasn't.
Right now, Safani faces years in prison. He's due back in federal court on Friday. Meanwhile, we did reach out to care.com. We have a statement from them at clickondetroit.com. In Elmont, I'm Erica Erickson, Local 4.
Erica, and as Erica said, right now at clickondetroit.com, you.
Damn. That wasn't even the white boy that I'll do the other white boy later, man. Yeah, man. We get some white boys on the board, man. But yeah, whoo. In honor of Camden, man. She was lucky, man. That girl lucky, man. She lucky. That dude was more like he was more of a player. He liked to try to convince people. He wasn't an aggressive. He wasn't a forcer. He didn't like to force himself on people. She lucky. That girl is lucky, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna come back in a couple of hours, man. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned to the to check your notifications, man. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Salute everybody out there.